After you get us off of your territory, like that should be it. That could have been it. You know what I'm saying?
Be so high when they hit it, they gon' eat it up. I'm in the field and y'all look from the bleachers. Dick so good, get a little bitch of seizure. I'm on the end of the Glock, you receive it. I got more stripes than Adidas. Recipes, Bob, have respect like a preacher. Rich through the game, you need bags to meet it. Niggas be tripping if you think I need you.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I just wanted to come to y'all with a very quick video. This will be a story time of the time that I got pulled up on, and I'm just gonna leave that to the mystery of this whole thing, because y'all gonna be like, who would do that? You know what I'm saying? Who would pull up on you? What you mean pull up on you? You know what I'm saying? Before I get into what this story time is about and the lesson that a lot of young people need to realize, I'm gonna tell you more about me. So my name is B Octavia. I am 23 years old and I'm from Washington, D.C. With all this shutdown stuff, this really made me think of doing personal videos and just letting y'all in a lot more so y'all can understand me. I'm also an entrepreneur. I have skincare and cosmetics that I make myself. My business is called Crush on You Beauty. And also I have a child, a 2, almost 3-year-old. Her birthday is very, very soon, and she will not let me forget it. Growing up in DC has made me the way I am. It's mostly a positive thing, but I do have my downfalls that I'm working on, such as my anger and how I handle situations. I'm getting really better at it, and I'm starting to be more direct with the people that it needs to go to versus just being mad at the world. So, and growing up in a very volatile, low income, low opportunity, no hope type of area for about 18, 19 years, it really took me a while to really understand situations that I've been through previously. So this story time will be, like I said, I got pulled up on. And this happened when I was about 10 or 11. I got older sisters. I got 2 older sisters that lived, within one household with me. My older sister, she 3 years older than me, and then my other sister is 2 years older than me. So I always wanted to hang with them and be with them and shit like that, and they didn't let me for a while. Like, I feel like when we was around the neighborhood, that's one thing, but then when they started to branch off, like, I understand it now, you know what I'm saying? But then I was like, damn, like, I want to be with y'all and shit like that. So one night or one day I was with them, and we stayed at their friend house and was just chilling and talking and laughing, whatever the case was. 10 o'clock hit, 11 o'clock hit, and I'm having fun with them and stuff like that. And, going past curfew, it was like ooh, you know what I'm saying? A daring type of thing. But at the same time, if I was with my sisters, I was good. So my mother didn't really trip about me being past curfew. After a certain age, I really didn't have no curfew because I really didn't go nowhere. If I did go somewhere, it was with them, if you understand what I'm saying. So 11 o'clock hit, 12 o'clock hit, and then we finally leaving the house, but we standing on the corner. Like, we leave the house, leave the yard, and we standing on the corner trying to figure out. It was like this. So we basically put it in our older sister's hands to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? To figure out us getting home. And we wasn't that far from home, but we was far enough that it was late, you know what I'm saying? And us walking, that's a dangerous situation or whatever. But we was still about to walk, and we was waiting for our sister to come out. Teenagers, they teenagers at this point, and one of my sisters had a boyfriend there, so we waiting on her, and we standing on a corner. Man, it didn't take 5 minutes. I feel like I looked down, and then I looked up, and they was just there. They was just standing in front of us. And mind you, we not in our neighborhood. So when I looked up and seen them, I was I was kind of spooked because they had on all black, the typical type of thing, you know what I'm saying? A robber. So they asked us what we was doing down here, what we was doing standing right here. At that moment in time when they had said, y'all doing standing right here, they cocked their guns like it was like out a movie. And we was just like, we waiting on the ride. So then they kind of cut us off and was like, how old is y'all? We lowered it a little bit. You know, I'm 9, shit, I'm 11. You know what I'm saying? We lowered it a little bit. But shortly after that, the boyfriend of my sister and his friends came out and kind of extinguished it. But it was still scary because it was like they wasn't gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't understand, like, after you get us off of your territory or whatever, like, that should be it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't understand at that time. After the fact, we went back in the house. We was kids, so we just all over the place, like, basically shocked that this happened. The end was we got a ride. And basically what I took from it then was that I couldn't understand why they would approach girls. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't understand why they would show us their guns and all this other stuff. Like, I couldn't understand why I got there. But now looking at it, why y'all ain't tell me I was looking like LaToya Jackson out here with a pinched nose? But now looking at it, what I take from it is, from an older person's standpoint and being alive for a long time and living here, I understand, because tricking is real. You know what I'm saying? You can't go tricking on somebody else's territory. And that's for young women. You know what I'm saying? And young people, period, just shouldn't be out around that time. I don't care if you want to hang with your friends. I don't care if you want to hang with your siblings. Stay your butt in the house, because it's no place for you. It's nothing good for you outside. And that goes for everybody, you know, that's young adults and everything. But like, kids shouldn't be out at that time. And I know how that is. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is to want to be outside and want to, you know, be daring and push the limits and all this other shit. But it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's only creepy people outside around that time, or people that's, you know, doing stuff that you know nothing about, especially if you're a young kid. That could have been it, you know what I'm saying? And I look back on it and I shame myself more than I shame them. And some people might think differently, but I'm thinking of it like a child shouldn't be outside, you know what I'm saying? So that's shame on me for putting myself in that situation. And especially because me and my sisters was not in the same age range, you know what I'm saying? We was close, but we wasn't in the same age range for me to understand, like, you know, they teenagers, they gonna, you know, wanna hang with boys and whatever the case is. And sometimes teenagers put themselves in tricky situations. So I mean, I feel like while it was important for me to go through that, and it was important for me to learn that lesson, I shouldn't have put myself in that position. So all in all, it's all about taking accountability and just staying safe, you know, regardless if we talking about quarantining or we're talking about anything, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta stay safe. I'm happy to be here. I feel more blessed every day doing what I do. And on to the next video. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's your girl B Octavia. Thank you for listening to my story time. If you would like more story times in the future, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned, because it's going to be more regardless.